Rich Marshall, thanks very much for joining Fax TV. Rich, Tuesday after the defeat to London on Saturday, just talk to us a little bit about that game. Another really close game, but another defeat in the end.
Yeah, competed really well again for the full 80 minutes. The first 10 minutes we were outstanding. We were always going to be up against a full-time team at home on that pitch, but we had opportunities in that second half. Just after half-time, I thought we bombed an opportunity, and even towards the end, we were still in the game, fighting really well. But they were a bit quicker than us, and they got us towards the end. But really proud again, as we spoke about after the game. It's been a great season, and it's just unfortunate we couldn't finish with 2 points.
Obviously, it was a fantastic first half performance, and second half, obviously, we had sin binnings and a couple of injuries. Do you feel that those were sort of quite critical in that second half performance?
Yeah, losing James was and that was just after half time. Was a bit of a blow for us. He was playing really well. Liam Cooper came off with a head injury. Brandon Moore got sin binned for questioning the referee's decision. So yeah, you factor that all in, and we were punching again. We've been great at that this season. The lessons that we need to take into pre-season and next year is taking our opportunities, being smarter, and when the chips are down, scoring some points. Everything else, we're by far, in my opinion, one of the best teams in the competition. In terms of team spirit, attitude and effort, there is no team that puts any more effort in than us.
And I know I said that I wanted this video to sort of be a bit of a season review. Obviously, a few days after the end of the season now, how do you reflect on the season as a whole, if that isn't too broad a question?
Well, yeah, it'll take a while. There's a lot to go at. It's been they always are, seasons roller coaster. We started off pre-season with 12, 13, 14 players, built up and got some momentum, lost some games that we thought we could have won, and probably won some that we probably shouldn't have won either. So if you factor all that in, and then the push at the last 7 or 8 games of our season were monumental, and to be fair, the fans have been instrumental in what we've done this year. Home and away, really. The support we've had is been the best this season. I just hope that we can keep that core group of supporters, and then we can add some junior ones, and we've got some exciting things coming up over pre-season. So I just hope everybody renews their season tickets and gets a couple of other people, because we're in a good spot. We're going in the right direction. We do things right. There's a lot of teams in the Championship who've probably banked on Super League, and we haven't. We've invested in the youth. We've got a fantastic supporters trust, Fax Trust, who raised a great amount of money, and the profile of our club is top class, and that's down to the people who are involved in the organisation.
Just sort of rewinding to the start of the season, obviously plenty of people thought Lee would do particularly well, Toronto. Obviously we sort of weren't perhaps in that mix in certain people's eyes. What was sort of your thinking at the start of the season in terms of finishing in that top 4 and players' mindsets?
I remember doing the interviews at the start of the season launch, and I remember getting interviewed about how it's going to be the toughest season because of the competition, because of the full-time teams, because of the money that's being spent, and internally I was quietly confident because of what we've done over the last 3 years. It doesn't happen overnight, and what we've been building. Externally, I played down our chances. I thought it was going to be tough, and probably spoke about other teams doing so well. But with the belief that we could challenge, and that we wouldn't fold at any time, and we haven't done. So, and that's all part of coaching and understanding your squad and your group and what you've got and what your strengths and your weaknesses are. We understand each other as a group, first and foremost. Everybody knows exactly what's expected of them as a team, and as individuals we have certain standards. Sometimes some players have dipped below them standards, and we've pulled them back in line, and we're honest. The guys trust me, they trust the coaches, they trust each other, and that gets a long way with with the money that we've spent, it's a fantastic achievement to finish level on points with two other full-time teams. Because we can talk about points here and there, but we drew with Dewsbury, didn't we, here?
Yeah.
And we had Lee beat away, and so if there's 3 points really, and we're not far off where Toronto were. But there's some games where we probably should have lost the Swinton game here as well. That was we managed to get away with that one. So it's all swings and roundabouts. It's been an exciting year, and it's been one that I thoroughly enjoyed.
Is there a particular high point that stands out for the season?
The last 6 minutes of the Toulouse game was the best this season, and probably in my time here, when we were getting beat just by a penalty goal, and then John O put Shane over, and Shane managed to get the ball over the line, and we managed to then defend for 5 minutes, giving away 2 penalties back to back. Usually teams score at that point in the game, full-time team as well, and we managed to close the game down. And then obviously it wasn't a formality against Rochdale. We were nervous to beat them, but we did convincingly. So they're the highlights. You could throw in the Bash, wonderful occasion for us. The league game was fantastic away.
Yeah.
I know we didn't win that game, but that's probably the best game that we, from a neutral. If you went and watched the game this year, that would be the one I would go and watch. That was such an exciting game to be involved in. But it all started in pre-season with 14 blokes running around in the pitch black and clearing snow off the pitch at the college, and we'll be doing that again this year. I can't wait.
Any particular low points? Obviously, I don't want to focus too much on the negatives, but any, I don't know, maybe that's a wrong question to ask.
Yeah, there's always low points. There was a week in the season which I reflected back on towards the end of the year. It's when we got beat by Oldham, and then followed that up with a loss in Toulouse midway through the season, which tested me as a coach, tested my selection, my integrity, and the group. And the group came through that, and we spoke about that. Injuries to key players. We lost Adam towards the end of last year, and again with a knee injury. We probably should have lost Scott Morrell, but he's played with broken fingers and thumbs and whatever else. And I think Jacob Fairmont did that the year before, and losing Simon was a tough one as well towards the end with his concussion. So if you factor all that in as well, but then having the opportunity to play some of our reserve grade players who've came in and done a real good job, and we'll have whetted the appetite for them young players. They'll just had a snapshot of what it's like to play first grade at Halifax, and that will give them incentives in pre-season to better themselves, but more importantly it will better the people around them, because they're pushing for their places this year.
Yeah. In terms of, obviously we're doing this interview on the Tuesday after the London game, what sort of plan between now, what sort of schedule between now and the first pre-season game, first league game, that type of thing?
Well, we recap, we review the season tonight with the players. We'll talk about, we'll do some individual reviews. The coaches and myself will sit down with certain individuals, and we'll plan out how we're going to attack next year. But we'll also take some time away. We'll have 6 weeks off. Players will go away, holidays. I know they've been out together as a group, probably for the last time for some of the players. So that's all important, and that's why rugby league's such a special sport. There is no other. It's just it's special when you're in a special team. So they need to enjoy that, relax, recuperate, and then come back ready to go again. It'll be an exciting year again next year. Competition changes, more teams in the competition. We don't know who they'll be yet, but Halifax will be in there. That's all I care about.
In terms of that top 5 playoff, where do you think that gives Halifax an advantage of gaining promotion, or what are your thoughts on that system?
It'll be equally as difficult to break into the top 4 or 5 this year, just because teams haven't. The teams that are coming up, like York and potentially Workington or Bradford, or the teams that may stay up, will improve the competition, and they'll be gunning for a top 5. Everybody will, everyone. I know Featherstone are still signing players, and Batley and Sheffield. So we do things slightly differently with our reserves. We promote from within. We are looking to add, but they've got to be the right players for Halifax. And we've improved lots of players. we've improved them on the deals, and that's important as well. They get what they deserve, and they deserve to be improved, some of our players. But we're a year older and we're a year wiser, and we need to use them experiences.
In terms of I know you mentioned the players re-signing, but in terms of recruitment as well, obviously I know it's quite an early stage, but is that something that you've already been thinking about and looking at?
Yeah, we're well ahead of that. There's players coming up all the time, so we have to be selective. We're an attractive club. This is an attractive team to be involved in. Certainly for part-time players, but more so for the players. Full-time players as well. We're a fantastic club, and there's lots of interest in coming to Halifax. So we've got to be careful with the right players that we bring in, and the right areas we need to strengthen. As a board, the board have backed my vision of what it should look like, and hopefully with season ticket sales and our new shirt sponsors and Samurai, our kit manufacturer, and we can get we can raise further finance. Our partners and sponsors have been fantastic last year, and I'm sure we'll do the same again this year. But for us to improve, we need more bums on seats. We need more people coming and watching and enjoying what we do, and that will. And off the back of that'll give us the extra revenue to have a real good push.
Is there a particular number of players that you'd be looking to bring in, or is it more about quality than quantity, or where do you sort of see that in terms of recruitment? Yeah,
it's about getting the right players in there. I think we're a couple of players short, I think. You've also got to factor in mind that young Harry Kidd has not played all year. We've got him to come into the team, so that'll be like having a new player, a new signing. We'll promote a couple from the reserve grade up again. So there's a lot of interest, and we've got to be selective in what we do, but there will be signings.
In terms of Harry, you mentioned as well, in terms of all the players that are injured and having surgeries and that type of thing. What's the position of those players sort of coming back from injuries and that type of thing?
Well, I hope Scott's okay. He's played with a damaged thumb for 4 weeks now. So I hope he's okay. Shane Grady's probably going to need a tidy up of his knee. We've managed him over the last 6 weeks. James Wilburn got injured at the last game of the season, grade 2, I think, medial ligament strain. It'll be 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm hopeful that he'll be back for the start of pre-season. Outside of that, it's probably about it. Simon Griggs just needs a rest, a bloody good rest for his body and his head, and he'll get that. He started a new job, so that's I think that's about where we're at. Yeah, the coach needs a rest. Yeah. We're going taking the family away, so we'll have a couple of weeks off, but obviously over half term, and then get back in.
Just finally, any particular people that you'd like to thank for this season and just generally?
Is that you?
Well, you can do it if you like.
Well done this year, Jacob. You've been brilliant. Interviews. You've kept me on my toes.
Thank you.
And you'll do a good job next year. Everybody from Sarah, obviously Mark Moore, who's been at the club, has been great, and he's left the board now. Michael Steele again, dead supportive, even though he's not as involved. Mike Riley, who'll be stepping down. He's fantastic, Mike. The lifeblood of this club. LS28, the Fax Trust, as we mentioned, all our sponsors, MPD, everybody who's contributed to our success, all our sponsors, all our partners. Personally, all the individual shirt sponsors for the reserve grade. Without them, Dave Kay, Stuart Fletcher, Investing for Tomorrow, I could go on and name them all. They've been fantastic. And Hilda, the best kit woman in the world. She's been great. She's kept me on my toes, probably more than you, to be fair. Everybody, the kit men, everybody's been fantastic. And if I forgot anybody, I do apologise. I think Andy Alley, our strength and conditioning coach, has done a magnificent job keeping us out on the field, strong. We've gone toe to toe with all these teams, and we've never took a backward step. He's got to take some credit for that, and that's fantastic. And my staff, Stevie Greenwood, Martin Gonzalez, Scott and Simon, brilliant, fantastic, and our medical department. So I think I've covered everyone there. Sarah Morgan in the office, legend.
Is that everyone? Yep. Yeah. Richard, thanks for your time. Enjoy your off season, and we'll see you in 2019.
All right.